Sebastian Tregarthen. Defender number 27, Eric Centeno. And defender number 43, Tiago Suarez. The assistant coaches are Eric Avila and Carlo Schiavone. The head coach for Birmingham Legion FC is Mark Briggs. And now, starting 11 for your FC Tulsa. Captain, defender, number 91, Abdullahi Sissoko. Goalkeeper, number 99, Johan Pinaranda. Defender, number 2, Owen Dom. Midfielder, number 4, Dulence Pierre. Midfielder, number 5, Marcos Serrato. Forward, number 6, Boubacar Diallo. Midfielder, number 8, Jamie Weber. Forward, number 9, Taylor Calhara. Midfielder, number 10, Khalil El-Edgar. Defender, number 14, Arthur Roger. Defender, number 47, Harvey St. Clair. The assistant coaches are Andrew Christensen and Alexis Vizarellis. The head coach for FC Tulsa is Luke Spencer. Ladies and gentlemen, the OSU Medicine entry report is in. For FC Tulsa, defender Patrick Segrist is out for tonight's match. For Birmingham Legion FC, midfielder AJ Patterson is out for tonight's match. Tonight's ball managers are represented by Briscoe SC. Tonight's center referee is Benjamin Meyer. The assistant referees are Matt Schroeder and Jane Norris. The fourth official is Rodrigo Albuquerque.
Conditions just about perfect as we welcome you into FC Tulsa's home. That's One Oak Field for tonight's match against Birmingham Legion. This is the Jägermeister Cup. FC Tulsa have already lost one game on a penalty shootout. Birmingham Legion successful in their first game. Good evening, everybody. Dave Saunders and former professional Anna Berger with you. And Anna, as I said, it's cup football tonight, but FC Tulsa in the league have been really rolling pretty well.
They have, unbeaten in their last three, so they'll definitely want to continue that momentum tonight into cup play.
let's have a look at how FC Tulsa have been doing of recent times. This was the game here at One Oak Field and a late equaliser.
Luke Spencer's done a great job with this squad so far. El Medcar coming off the bench here, making a difference. You have substitutes coming in, being impactful, and then other players like Taylor Carrera, who's had an outstanding season so far, Dave.
Yeah, putting away the penalty there. And this was the second goal late on to cement a good 2-0 win away from home.
Yeah, and performances like this have put FC Tulsa so far third in the Western Conference, so good form up to this point. But Dave, only a point so far in the Jägermeister Cup, so that's something that they'll have to focus on tonight.
They certainly will have to concentrate, and you almost feel like it's a must-win game for FC Tulsa. We'll be back after the break for the first half goal, and of course those all-important lineups. It is FC Tulsa versus Birmingham Legion FC in the Jägermeister Cup.
I couldn't lay down, I couldn't stand up.
My shoulder blade and the muscles between the shoulder blades.
Bent over, couldn't stand up straight.
The pain just got progressively worse.
Turns out that I had scoliosis.
When I walked into Tulsa Spine and Rehab for the first time, I definitely felt very welcomed.
Dr. Riley, I just made an automatic connection.
He's going to take care of you and your needs and get you going.
I walked out of here and I didn't have a crick in my neck anymore.
There is truly here the desire to help people get better.
What does it take to safely transport 1/3 of America's natural gas? To meet the ever-growing energy demands of revolutionary technologies? To cleanly, reliably, and affordably power the world? It takes experience. 117 years worth. Experience that helps society move towards brave new horizons in technology and innovation that continues powering the future of our nation and the globe. Experience powers us.
Dear future Charlie, Mom said life is full of opportunities. She also said life is full of learning new things. Really, really cool new things. And when you have the right tools, there are a lot of skills to learn. If we all do the best we possibly can, you just never know whose life might
change for the better.
Well, tonight's presenting sponsor is the Bank of Oklahoma. We go above so you can go beyond. By Ascension St. John. Ascension St. John is proud to care for our community on and off the field. Trusted for 100 years. We're here for every goal, every game, every step of the way. Visit us at ascension.org/St. John. By Bill Knight Ford. Bill Knight Ford is a proud sponsor of FC Tulsa. Bill Knight Ford is Oklahoma's #1 Ford dealer for 15 years running. Stop by today and get your hands on your new Ford today. Bill Knight, home of the Knight Advantage. By Williams, we make clean energy happen. Jägermeister is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the USL Jägermeister Cup. Take a shot at glory and celebrate the magic of this exciting tournament all year long. Please drink responsibly. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in to tonight's match here at One Oak Field. We are seconds away from kickoff. A quick look at the lineups. FC Tulsa there giving a start to El Medcar and Jamie Webber. Otherwise, pretty regulars in that team. As for Birmingham Legion, they do make a change in goal. Fernando Delgado gets his first minutes of the season. Let's let this one unfold. It is the Jägermeister Cup, round 2. Dave Saunders alongside Anna Bergel. Anna, very exciting. Cup football comes to One Oak Field.
Absolutely, and FC Tulsa, as we mentioned, in good form, unbeaten in their last 3, but looking for some important points tonight in this Jägermeister Cup. As the group leaders advance, so they have some work to do here against Birmingham Legion FC.
Birmingham Legion FC will be playing, as you can see, in those gold shorts, yellowish socks, and the white shirts from right to left on your screen. Some shade in the stadium tonight. It's around about the mid-80s, perfect for a game of football. And FC Tulsa will kick off in their black socks, black shorts and orange shirts, and the ball is belted forward by Arthur Rogers. Serrato gets a header in the midfield. Serrato again winning that ball back for his team. Here's Delence Pierre. Boubacar Diallo will be alongside Serrato in that middle of the midfield. And already FC Tulsa looking to get deep into Birmingham Legion territory, and they win a throw. Here's the injury report. Patrick Segrist for FC Tulsa, AJ Patterson for Birmingham Legion. Owen Darm shielding the sun from his eyes. This will be a long line drive throw. There it is, towards the near post. It's flicked on, and there's a chance, and the ball, will it go in? No, it won't. Somehow it stays out. Combination of the goalkeeper and his defenders, and FC Tulsa, Anna Bergel, could just not force that ball over the line.
Really dangerous piece of play from Owen Dom in that throw in a dangerous area, but FC Tulsa just not able to execute.
Here's the ball into the box, and that one to the far post. Exciting stuff from the home team.
Yeah, FC Tulsa really trying to set the tone here early in this game. They know what's at stake. We talked about coming in. They've been in really good form, unbeaten in their last 3, but want to get going here early. We'll get another look here at the replay. Great ball in, but just not able to connect on that far side. But an early look for FC Tulsa. You see the thumbs up there. Great start so far.
Sissoko rolling this one back to the man, all in green tonight. That is Johan Peñaranda. Harvey Sinclair. Calera just goes a little bit too high for Owen Darm. Flicks off the top of his head. And it will be a throw-in to Birmingham Legion. Beautiful sunshine here, as I said, as Enzo Martinez placed that ball to the back line. Boubacar Diallo just gets knocked off there. First foul given by the referee, who tonight is Benjamin Meyer, assisted by Matt Trotter and Jay Norris. The fourth official tonight is Rodrigo Albuquerque.
Dave, Birmingham Legion FC, kind of a slower start to the season, but come back to that here as FC Tulsa looks to be in a dangerous area.
Yeah, here's El Medgar back to Rogers, who loves to play a ball in like that to the far post, but nobody was coming in on that. It's a couple of crosses from Rogers.
But Birmingham Legion FC, coming in here to One Oak Field, they were able to get their first away victory last Saturday against Miami FC, so that was a big victory for them, but wanting to come in and continue that momentum as well, and that's something they've tried to build this season with Mark Briggs as he's trying to establish himself here.
Couldn't get the ball down the left-hand side to Preston Tabor Itaka. Now, ball into the area. Can FC Tulsa swivel and get a shot in here? There is a shot in the end, and again there's bodies throwing themselves in the way, and Birmingham Legion inside this first 4 minutes, and Kavita is saying what on earth is going on, because it's all a bit chaotic, but Anna, you could say it's been effective.
It is, and Birmingham Legion FC just throwing bodies in front of multiple shots here from FC Tulsa, trying to find something in the back of the net early, but credit this defense. They've been able to weather this storm, but will want to get organized here quickly as FC Tulsa has been able to get in some good areas in and around the 18-yard box early on in this game.
Throw in right on halfway then, to be taken by Eric Centeno. Centeno in the sunshine there, just by the fourth official. There's a look at Luke Spencer, who again is having to shield the sun from his eyes. Later kickoff here, 7:30 local time. FC Tulsa have been playing games at 7 p.m. so this one's slightly later here on this Saturday evening. Wherever you're watching, we welcome you into One Oak Field, downtown Tulsa, for the home of FC Tulsa, playing against some good rivals, Birmingham Legion. There's been some good games over the years between these two. Santiago Suarez there in the back four alongside Cavita. And here's a moment, a big moment, Anna, for Fernando Delgado. When you've got someone like Matt Van Okel waiting in the wings, you've got to perform, and this is his first minute, so it's a big night for him, isn't it?
It is, and moments like this come with nerves, but he wants to establish himself, as you mentioned, kind of a legend for Birmingham Legion FC and Van Okel, so an opportunity here for the goalkeeper Delgado to make his statement.
Referee has spotted an infringement in the middle of the field. Just one of those fouls in the middle there. I think you can see Jamie Webber, wearing 8, new signing for FC Tulsa, was just caught there. Here's Harvey Sinclair. Sinclair, who likes to play on that right-hand side, with his compatriot Arthur Rogers just behind him. Those two have a great understanding. That's a good ball from Delence Pierre. Weber tried to go in there to Calera, just didn't connect. Weber does get back and concede the throw-in. FC Tulsa with the front three of Jamie Webber on the left, wearing 8. Taylor Carrera, the number 9, wearing number 9. And a start tonight, a 4th start of the season for Khalil El Medkar. And we were impressed with him, Anna, not just for the goal late on in that last home game against El Paso, just for his work rate. And he's had to come in from the bench, never easy, but whenever he's come on, he's worked hard for the team.
Exactly. I mean, it's tough to come off the bench in a high intensity game, and he's come on consistently and made an impact and driven right at defenses and really done a great job to create opportunities for this FC Tulsa attack, and that was something coming into this game that Luke Spencer was really trying to focus on, because FC Tulsa 3rd in big chances created amongst the league, but they need to finish those, and that's where needing to be more productive in front of goal was something that they're trying to focus on, and El Medkar could definitely be someone that could change that for them.
Arthur Rogers just creeping up to halfway, slides it wide to Harvey Sinclair. Serrato, neat triangle back to Rogers, who drives a ball looking for Owen Darm, who's into the area. He goes down. The referee said he'd already chested the ball away, and if there was contact, which I think there was, it didn't warrant a penalty kick. Owen Darm is still down. One of those nasty ones, Anna, when you come down on your back. There's Coach Mark Briggs from Wolverhampton in England. I got to speak to Mark Briggs, and he is a proud Wolverhampton Wanderers fan. He's made his first waves in the USL as the coach of Real Monarchs. That's going back to 17-18. In 5 seasons at the helm with Sacramento Republic FC, Briggs led the club to the postseason 4 times, including a Western Conference Finals appearance in 2023. So they welcomed him into Birmingham, and he's talking there to former FC Tulsa player Lasso, and a thoroughly nice man and well respected around the USL Championship is Mark Briggs. Well, just 9 minutes gone, 0-0, and we can tell you that Gera Signs are industry leaders in visa processing for professional athletes. They work hard off the field for the players to succeed on it. Reach out today for your organisation's consultation. Ball at the feet of Fernando Delgado. Certainly in front of him there's been a few blocks by the defenders to keep it at 0-0. Good start from FC Tulsa. Tabor attacker, sliding the ball out wide to the right-hand side. Owen Dahm doing defending for FC Tulsa. And they've won the ball back, and Dahm comes out with it. Jamie Webber was back there helping out. Owen Dahm was caught late by his former teammate Edwin Lasso. Those two started the season together. Lasso was served FC Tulsa well, Anna, but you know, when you don't get picked and you're finding it hard to get in the side, Birmingham Legion's a great move for him, isn't it?
It is, and you know, FC Tulsa, just as an organization, I know they thought highly of him, but good move for him, and we'll wish him the best and hope that, you know, he settles into his new squad, and good to see him back at One Oak Field.
And who can forget his goal down at San Antonio last season? 0-0 the score. Thanks for your company here on My 41 here in Tulsa, and also further afield interchange here. Here's El Medkar. Can he get a decent ball in? He certainly can. There's a clearance away. Where's it going to fall? Birmingham Legion will come away with the ball with Edwin Lasso, who does all of that blue collar work in front of the back four, but it's much more attacking, Anna, for FC Tulsa. They've slightly changed the way they're playing here. They've certainly gone from the whistle at Birmingham Legion, but alas, it remains 0-0.
Right, and that's something that we expected from them coming in, just the chances that they've created the last few games. They've won some tight games, you know, 1-0. They've been able to, you know, get points on the road, but wanting to be more dominant in the attack, and I think that's being reflected here so far. They're trying to, you know, set the tone early, get things going. They've had moments in front of goal, haven't been able to obviously find the back of the net yet, but the energy up top, Dave, is a bit different from what we've seen the past few games.
We'll talk more in the broadcast about the possession stats. Here's Johan Peñaranda. There's Luke Spencer, first season in charge, having been the assistant to Mario Sanchez last season. And really, Anna, you'd say, we said it in the open, you know, they're winning games by the odd goal here and there. They've lost a couple. I mean, they're doing really, really well in the league. What they want to do now, of course, and to remind everybody again, this is the Cup football, Jägermeister Cup. They need a win here tonight to keep in all of the competitions.
And his mentality we've seen throughout this season, no matter what game it is, he's putting his best foot forward, wanting to get the 3 points, disappointed if they come away with a tie, and really he's been intentional with his lineups and trying to find that consistent fit for FC Tulsa. We've seen players in and out of lineups, as we've seen tonight with FC Tulsa, trying to get them on a good foot. We'll get a quick look at this replay here. Foul called correctly there. Quick start. Referee's going to, I think, call things back here, but Dave, I mean, to your point, Luke Spencer, he's done a great job, still trying to really find FC Tulsa's dominance here. They've had a great start to the season, better than the last few seasons that we've seen, so outstanding, and FC Tulsa is pleased to have him.
Luke Spencer, a former striker himself with Louisville City. Throw in on the far side, playing the 14th minute here. Eric Centeno with the throw in, the 22-year-old. He's made nearly 80 did Centeno. Here's Kavita. Experienced campaigner is Kavita. 5th season with Birmingham Legion, and he's made over 130 appearances for the Legion. Great stalwart of the club. FC Tulsa pushing high here. Delence-Pierre snapping at the heels there, trying to win it back, and he does win it back. Calera lays it off. El Medkar, chance, and then he has it taken away from him. And that was just a case of taking a little bit too long there, Anna, and good defending.
You're exactly right. If El Medkar has that moment back. You have to take that first time. You can't allow the defender to encroach like that. Looks like a yellow card issued here after this last play, Dave.
Yes, yellow card indeed for Boubacar Diallo.
Referee.
So the Lacoste law yellow card for Boubacar Diallo. I think he's right as well. He got a little bit behind the play here, Anna.
No, I think right call was made there. Referee in a good position. And Birmingham Legion FC will have an opportunity here off of a dead ball right around midfield, as they haven't had as many opportunities in the attacking third. FC Tulsa's held them so far as they try to get something going here.
Boubacar Diallo's 4th yellow card of the season. Of course, the yellow and red cards are separate in the Jägermeister Cup, which gives me a chance to tell you in just a moment, because Birmingham Legion wanted a corner. They're not going to get it. It's going to be a goal kick. But of course, Lamar Batista, who's a very fine signing for FC Tulsa, is in the crowd today, proudly wearing the Through the Fire orange shirts. More of that in a few moments. But he got the red card in round 1, so he can't play tonight, Anna. That exciting 2-2 draw that FC Tulsa had in round 1.
Right. Unfortunate for FC Tulsa to have him on the bench this evening, but he'll be back for regular season matches.
And really, FC Tulsa have played with a back 3. So tonight you've got Arthur Rogers, A.B. Sissoko and Delence Pierre. And really, you throw Lamar Baptista in there, it's really been 3 from 4, hasn't it? Arthur Rogers started on the bench on Wednesday night, for example, at San Antonio. So Luke Spencer's got a pretty good back line, and he can pick 3 from any of those 4 very fine players.
Right, and you talk about just the fluidity of the lineups with FC Tulsa, and we've seen some players in and out, and we've mentioned Luke Spencer just trying to put players in a position to make them successful and consistent, and obviously
Pierre, Boubacar Diallo's got to be careful now on that yellow card in the middle of that midfield. There he is, winning a header, brought down by Weber. Ball driven to the far side here to Harvey Sinclair. Can he get across it? He scoops it to the back post, but didn't quite wrap his foot round enough, and that one goes away for a goal kick. From the Harvey Sinclair there, Anna just didn't wrap his foot around as he would have liked.
No, and we've seen him in those areas. He has excellent delivery, but not up to his standards on that last play.
Well, from the ER to orthopedics to brain surgery, Ascension St. John has got you covered. Visit us at ascension.org/St. John. 0-0, and the sun has almost entirely gone from throw-in has gone to FC Tulsa.
And just a reminder, Dave, for those watching in, I myself this season had to be reminded, the Jägermeister Cup, similar to the likes of the FA Cup or US Open Cup, where you have different tiers of professional play all getting to fight for that same cup, and so it's really exciting to see all these different teams involved.
Here's Owen Dunn trying to win a corner, but it's bounced off him a second time. It is, isn't it? I mean, cup football, growing up in England with the FA Cup, Anna, I can talk to you. I could spend the whole broadcast talking to you about cup upsets and the magic of the FA Cup. And, that's what we want here in the Jägermeister Cup. And look, FC Tulsa in that round 1, they lost albeit on penalties, to 1 Knoxville from League One. So, there are some cup shocks around, shall we say.
There's, some really fun Cinderella stories to look out for.
Boubacar Diallo blocked by Enzo Martinez. FC Tulsa had to have a late equaliser from Hassan Toure in that game in the 95th minute. Then went to penalties, and it was 1 Knoxville that came out 4-2 on that one. It's going to come to the far post. Here's Harvey Sinclair. That is a great save from Fernando Delgado. That will make the young man feel really good about himself, because he blocked that shot and he had to get there quickly because it came all the way to Harvey Sinclair on the far post.
No, you make a great point. The ball played in excellent across the face of goal, but Delgado had to track it all the way back to that far post and make himself big there in a short range. And Harvey St. Clair, you see his reaction there, disappointed not to put that one in the back of the net. But an opportunity here off of a corner kick upcoming for FC Tulsa.
Katrina Freshmack's corner from the right, their first of this game, into the box. It was a missed kick from Darm. Here's Diallo on his left foot, trying to go round the defender. Still there, now he goes down, and the referee has given, it's a long way away from us. Just trying to see, Kavita was involved, running away there. We'll just see exactly what happened, and of course my mistake, it was Preston Tabor attacker, of course. There he is, the number 10. And I think the legs were up, and I think Diallo was right there. Ball's in the danger area again. This time the referee said there was a push by an FC Tulsa player. Tell you what, Anna Bergel, I want one of those orange shirts, the Through the Fire shirts, a special shirt for tonight as we are remembering and celebrating, of course, Greenwood, which is the area just over the back of the terraces that you can see, the Greenwood district here in Tulsa. And we had Nichols, a Greenwood night, and FC Tulsa, of course, very much part of the community and want to be in the community. And the orange shirts, well, they're just right for the night, aren't they?
Yeah, and as you'll get a closer look throughout the evening at those jerseys, it's really neat how they've designed them. The pinstripes are actually the names of businesses destroyed in the fires from the Tulsa Race Massacre in 1921, and the colors very representative of that day. And it's just really neat how FC Tulsa's team has incorporated their kits, and just they've always been really involved in the community through and through from the top down. I think that's been really neat for FC Tulsa to just do so much to make sure that everyone remembers what happened that day.
Harvey Sinclair. Good ball into the box, real chance here, comes off the defender. And once again FC Tulsa knocking on the door, but they just can't get that ball over the line. Good defending again. And it remains at 0-0, and we're playing the 23rd minute.
And that's where if you're FC Tulsa, you might start to get a bit frustrated. They've had a few moments really, and Delgado and Birmingham Legion FC's defense have done just enough to keep that ball out of the back of the net, but the energy and the persistence from FC Tulsa, you feel something may be coming, but just need to be more clinical in front of goal.
Rogers was involved, Serrato was involved, but again here's Lasso bringing it away for Birmingham Legion. Owen Darm tried to get in front. Referee has gone with a throw into FC Tulsa, quickly taken. Here's A.B. Sissoko, who was signed this season from Memphis 901. Arthur Rogers. So I often say Rogers can play in the Harvey Sinclair right wing-back position as well, but I think he's been amazing this season at the right of that back three. I think it's given FC Tulsa. We'll come back to that in a minute. Here's Owen Dunn into the area. Owen Dunn, shot! Save again from Delgado, who's had a really good game inside this first 24 minutes. Second big save from the young goalkeeper.
Stepped up when he needed to, and Owen Dom, great job on that left side to cut inside in front of the defender, create some space for himself, but just not able to get it past Delgado. And Birmingham Legion on the other end here, Dave, with some momentum.
Preston attacker into the box, away by Serrato, who's giving it back to him. Then attacker back into the area, but here's Harvey Sinclair bringing the ball away for FC Tulsa. Sinclair's had a lot of success in this first half. Jamie Webber laying the ball off there to Vivicar Diallo. Now Delence Pierre with Owen Darm out wide on the left. Pierre continues his run. Diallo just slots in for him in that back three. FC Tulsa on the ball here, lots of possession. Sinclair, Rogers, El Medcar, Rogers again, clever ball, Sinclair goes down in the box, referee says no. I think you had a slight shake of your head there, Anna, as well. Come back to Anna for that penalty call in just a moment. I didn't think was enough on that one, and you would agree.
No, I would agree. I think referee made the right call. It happens so quickly, and it's easy to look at that, but I think the ball was played fairly there, and good call by the referee.
Gillespie into the area. Delgado again comes out, gets a palm away. FC Tulsa still with the ball here down that right hand side. Sinclair, Serrata, the Brazilian, loops it up into the box. Here's Lasso, he's given it away. Diallo, Lasso again with a wonderful tackle. Those two teammates, of course, at the beginning of this season. Now Serrato's in with a challenge. That Edwin Lasso is one of those blue-collar workers. He just works so hard across that. You could argue it's a 4-1-4-1. I mean, he is the one in front of the back four, and he just eats up the ground, the yards. There's the foul in the midfield. But before that, Lasso with two wonderful blocks.
Yeah, he covers a lot of ground, and with his length and size is able to, like you mentioned, come in at the last minute or make those crucial interventions and blocks, and will be a good addition to this Birmingham Legion FC squad.
Well, the USL kicks off the month of June on ESPN2 with a battle of Eastern Conference powerhouses. Last season's Players' Shield winner Lou City FC take on the 2024 Eastern Conference title holders Rhode Island FC. That's on Wednesday, June the 11th at 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. The games keep coming thick and fast. There's an offside, first offside of the game. There he is, Ronaldo Damas. He's not really had a lot of the ball to his feet, Anna, the number 9 for Birmingham Legion.
No, he hasn't. He'll definitely want to find more of the ball as this game progresses, but he's won 2, celebrated 100 USL Championship appearances last game, so congrats to him. But crucial player for Birmingham Legion FC, but has been pretty quiet here in this first half.
In the round 1, Birmingham Legion beat the Chattanooga Red Wolves by 3-1. So a win tonight for them would put them up there with Indy 11, who topped the group with 2 wins. It's not quite like the World Cup format, when you if you lose your first 2 games, you're out. Obviously in the World Cup there's a league of 4, but certainly 2 defeats puts you a little bit behind the game, doesn't it?
Yeah, your backs are against the wall really to advance. You have, the 6 group winners, and then there are 2 wild cards that advance to the quarterfinals, but you're right, FC Tulsa with some work to do, really need to be dominant in group play to put yourselves in a good position.
Birmingham League. As the world demands low-cost, low-carbon energy, Williams will be there with the best transport, storage and delivery solutions. Williams, we make clean energy happen. 0-0, Kavita with the ball for Birmingham Legion. Santiago Suarez going back to Delgado, wearing all blue tonight. Headed forward by Dam. Looped forward. Looking for Ronaldo Damas. Now Kavita wearing 3. Has to go back towards the right back spot. FC Tulsa playing from left to right on your screens in their orange shirts. Up against Birmingham Legion as you take a look at the South African Jamie Webber, 27-year-old from Cape Town. That's represented his country at under 23 level. Webber's first start of the season has only had 67 minutes in 4 sub appearances. Here is Arthur Rogers then with the free kick into the path of Pierre, who had to come off the 18-yard line there. Calera into the box. Nobody can get a shot away. And the ball is out for a throw-in. With the half hour gone here at One Oak Field, the crowd, and a good crowd in, quietly expecting something, and FC Tulsa have come close. Certainly you would say that Johan Peñaranda has not had a save to make and are in very few touches of the ball, but the defensive qualities so far and the goalkeeping from Birmingham Legion, the reason why we're at 0-0.
You're right, and possession wise about 50-50 between these two teams, but most of the ball has been in the attacking half for FC Tulsa, with Birmingham Legion FC having to defend, but Delgado with a few big moments keeping the scoreline the way it is at 0-0, and they haven't had as much success on the counter. I know that was expected coming into this game, but Peñaranda hasn't been challenged yet. So FC Tulsa with more of the ball in this attacking third, but not anything to show for it yet. Credit to this defense, Dave.
Pierre, AB Suzuka right on the halfway line, feeds the ball into El Medcar, who feeds it off to Arthur Rogers. Rogers has just run into trouble there. You can see 4 shirts ahead of him. And now Pierre will just shield that one back to the aforementioned Johan Peñaranda. 17 saves this season with 3 clean sheets. Arthur Rogers. Maybe Sissoko. Clipping the ball down the right-hand side. Good clip ball to Harvey Sinclair. Sinclair's taken on 1, he's taken on 2. And he will win a corner for FC Tulsa, and that's good play from Harvey Sinclair, who to me, Anna, is having one of his best games I've seen him have this season. Never fails to perform, but he just seems to have had a lot more of the ball tonight.
Right, he's been really involved, doing a great job on the wing, trying to get those good services in the box and creating chances like these corner kicks. So very impactful, but needing FC Tulsa to take advantage of these moments, and Arthur Rogers will be on the ball here for this outswinger corner kick.
Katrina Freshmack's corner, second from the right-hand side. Rogers loops it up into the early evening sky, into the box. It's headed away by Enzo Martinez. Serrato did well to get that forward again. The hard-working El Medcar on the left-hand side. Rogers is in acres of space and nearly found, but it's chested down well by Ronaldo Damas, who's back there helping out. There's a missed challenge from Weber. Damas still with the ball here. Damas goes down. The referee says no, get up. And then, in fact, Damas it was who fouled Weber. Hard working from Jamie Weber, who is in the front 3 but had to do well defending.
And that's what you like to see too, is when you have players working back defensively as well and doing the work on both sides of the ball.
Well, the Jägermeister Cup, Jägermeister is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the USL Jägermeister Cup. Take a shot at glory and celebrate the magic of this exciting tournament all year long. But please drink responsibly. 11 minutes to go till half time. Remember, if it is a draw at the end of 90 minutes, there's no extra time, no golden goal. It goes straight to a penalty shootout as AB Suzuka wins the ball. And Anna, I just wanted your view on this. I think this is very good from the organisers of the Jägermeister Cup. When FC Tulsa lost in round 1 on penalties, they still came away with a point, because in effect they'd drawn the game in the 90 minutes. And I think that's good that you can get 1, 2 or 3 points in this competition.
Yeah, I agree. I think, you know, with the purpose of some of those changes, trying to make fan-first modifications and you know, encourage more attacking soccer. And you mentioned the penalty shootouts at the end of the match if there is a tie, but with the points given, it just creates more excitement in those group matches, and the margin of error is thin, and you have to be big in those moments and come away with points when you can, and it just makes the whole tournament really exciting and kind of a milestone for this tournament, and it'll be fun to watch this season.
The man down is Taylor Carrera. There's Owen Darm in the forefront of your picture. And some work here needed on Carrera, who went down there. There's Luke Spencer, who must be quite pleased with what is happening after 36 minutes. Mark Briggs will also be happy that it's at 0-0, but Luke Spencer has just talking to Serrata there. I think if you're Luke Spencer, Anna, you just wanted one of those chances early on where the Legion defence was just in a little bit of disarray, although they blocked everything effectively, just to be forced home to get yourself in front.
When you do so much work to put yourself in front of goals, so you have those opportunities, and I'm sure it's frustrating, and as a head coach, when you have those moments, you just want to be productive in front of goal, and at the end of the day, everyone knows it doesn't matter how much possession or how many shots you had, it just matters how many goals you scored. And so when you've had those chances and haven't been able to put them away and, you know, ride that wave and take advantage at those moments, it's frustrating. And so that's something that FC Tulsa will want to make sure they continue to do here and try to get on the score sheet first. But Birmingham Legion FC's done a great job defensively to put themselves in a position to stay in this game, and some great saves from their goalkeeper Delgado as well has made it really tough for this FC Tulsa attack to break through.
Well, you can see Taylor Carrera there just having to walk around the perimeter of the field. He's had the treatment. I think it was like a side strain or something. Jamie Webber has got the responsibility from the left-hand side in FC Tulsa's Katrina Freshmack's third corner of the half. Is this the moment where the home side can break the deadlock and get their noses in front? Here's Webber's ball to the far post. It's over everybody, and in fact it hit Delence-Pierre, and it's going to go away for a goal kick, and Calera is back onto the field. There's Delence-Pierre. Interesting that Delence-Pierre and Ronaldo Damas, who are not very far away from each other on this field, both played together last season for Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. So I'm sure they will have an embrace at the end of the game, but respectfully in the 90 minutes they want to win this game for their new team. Well, in the end the referee has to put a stop to all of that. I think Pierre did well. Tregarthen is the Uruguayan 24-year-old there, signed this season from Asheville City, was in the thick of it but adjudged to have been fouled. There's another slip by Calera, who does not want that because he's just come back on from getting some treatment. FC Tulsa, Anna, have been snapping into the tackles and have not given Birmingham Legion an awful lot of space to play this game.
No, they've done a good job of being quick to challenge, and you're right, not allowing them to take that touch, get their head up, and really find any sort of rhythm from a possession perspective. I mean, it's been pretty even, but as far as moving and advancing into the attack, FC Tulsa has made it difficult with how quickly they've been able to close down players.
Delence-Pierre is okay, and the referee said it is just a throw-in. Pierre thought he'd won a free kick. Jamie Webber gets the ball back, a little bit lucky there, feeds in Owen Darm. Owen Darm into the area, and there's a shot over the top in the end. But Owen Darm and Harvey Sinclair have had joy down the flanks.
They have, and you kind of saw the reaction there from St. Clair, and that was one of those moments where you get a bit excited, you pull back, you saw his chest rise, and that ball follows. It just rises up over the goal. We'll get another look here at the replay. Dangerous ball in from Owen Dom. This is a tough ball to hit, but you, on that short bounce, you have to make sure, get your body over it, push through, and you see as St. Clair rises, so does that ball up over the goal line. Unfortunate, but good look, and FC Tulsa here on the break.
But the danger averted by Birmingham Legion again as they now whack the ball forward. Route 1 looking for Enzo Martinez. Delence Pierre will go to ground and win a free kick. Well, Tulsa Spine and Rehab are a team of specialists in one place delivering lasting pain relief. Arthur Rogers to Harvey Sinclair. Sinclair's seen a lot of the ball. Back to Rogers. Diallo in the centre circle, slides it square to Pierre. Ball laid off by Weber. Now Pierre with Damas, wins it before Damas could get there. A.B. Sissoko now to Arthur Rogers in some space. Diallo, plenty of possession from FC Tulsa. But at the moment it's 0-0 with 4 minutes to go till half time in round 2 of the Jägermeister Cup. Serrato. Ball worked out wide to Sinclair. Sinclair infield to Serrato. Serrato's tackled just a little bit too slow there. Lasso. Up to Damas. Damas was just really running in the wrong direction. And FC Tulsa, in the through the fire orange shirts, have possession of the football again here at One Oak Field. Dave Saunders, Anna Berger with you here on ESPN Plus and My 41 here in Tulsa. You're very welcome. Birmingham Legion fans tuning in, FC Tulsa fans and neutrals around the country that want to tune in to see two old rivals locking horns here. FC Tulsa in the head-to-head series have had 4 wins to 3 for Birmingham Legion. There have been 2 draws. There's a ball looking for Tabor Itaka, and then in the end Enzo Martinez well wide of the time. Matches will be available in Spanish throughout the rest of the season. Go to uslchampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Johan Peñaranda made the team of the week in weeks 1 and 2. Was signed in June of last year from Northern Colorado Hailstorm and has been a really true good professional for FC Tulsa and a thoroughly nice young man as well. Here's Enzo Martinez. Danger. Slips it through. I was just going to say it's the first time they got behind the back line and along comes Arthur Rogers to foil the danger.
It was really well read and great ball in behind. You could see the idea and the run in behind the FC Tulsa defense, but talked about how solid those back 3 have been, and Arthur Rogers does a great job there to intervene.
FC Tulsa late on here with just over a minute to go with the 45. Plus there'll be a couple of minutes, I think, added on. Referee's just going to blow the whistle here. Break-in proceedings, and away we go again with the score at 0-0. The home crowd trying to get behind their team. Here's Lasso. Colombian switches the play to the right-hand side. Serrato's in there, but he's been slightly overzealous with the challenge. Damas picks himself up, and it will be a free kick late on here for Birmingham Legion. Here's the replay. As we see, there's going to be 3 minutes of Tulsa Tech stoppage time, and Serrato just going in the side and slightly into the back there, and the correct call given. So 3 minutes, good time to score. FC Tulsa will want to keep the back door shut. And Edwin Lasso, a long way out. You've got to say that's 35 yards. But we've seen it in an FC Tulsa shirt. Here is Lasso, chipping it over the top. And that's good defending, applauded by the goalkeeper, Johan Peñaranda. Well, soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek. Your ticket to great seats. 2 minutes to go of the Tulsa Tech stoppage time. Johan Peñaranda with his main bulk of home fans behind his goal, and FC Tulsa like to play that way in the second half. Rogers, is there one more opportunity for either side here before they go down to the locker rooms? This man, Delgado, has made a couple of really important saves to keep the score at 0-0. Sissoko and Damas together. Sissoko hooks the ball away. It's a good battle, that one, isn't it? Damas is big, he's strong, and so Sissoko, and it's a really good physical battle, that one.
It is, and that's something too, just in matchups like these, winning your individual battles all over the field can collectively really help you, and those are the matchups that they're tight, but giving Birmingham Legion FC an opportunity here late in this first half.
Throwing into the box, it falls for Diallo to hook it away. Gavita chests it down. McKeel Hatton. Here he is again on the ball. Haven't mentioned too much of the Australian, but he's done nothing wrong. It's one of those unseen heroes in the middle of the midfield, buzzing around with Lasso. Here is the Australian on the ball again. Right on halfway. Good possession from the away side with 20 seconds to go before the half-time whistle. 0-0. It's a reminder, if it was to stay like this, it would go straight to a penalty shootout. There's an offside, and that might well be it. It's the assistant Matt Trotter on the far side with the flag, and in fact that is it. Anna Bergel, and we go in 0-0 between these two. It's a good tactical match, and FC Tulsa certainly had the chances early on in this game.
Yeah, they did 9 shots so far in this first half to Birmingham Legion FC's 1. So FC Tulsa likely going into the locker room a bit disappointed that they're not able to take advantage of those moments in the first half, but credit goalkeeper Delgado there in your frame. Great first half for him. They go into the locker room tied with some work to do here in the second half.
Well, we've got lots to get through in the Williams halftime show. We'll take it to a break now with the score: FC Tulsa 0, Birmingham Legion FC 0.
Join me as I take a deep dive into the least insulted ticketing app in history, SeatGeek. Did SeatGeek invent the ticket?
No, but we do make them work.
Drum roll, please. Ooh, how do I use the seat view feature?
It shows seats with a pole blocking the view. Don't buy those.
What if I want to sit behind a pole?
Buy those.
Join me as I bore you to death with a series of interviews about a ticketing app that just does what it's supposed to do.
When I come home, it's like I feel like I'm in my dream home. I've been doing a little research on HELOCs, and I went to Oklahoma Central Credit Union. They were wonderful. We've added pretty much a new addition to our house. We didn't even have to pay the closing cost. They paid it for us. So I've been with Oklahoma Central for quite a while. I'm not going anywhere else.
One Oak Field on a beautiful evening, round 2 of the Jägermeister Cup, but alas, we cannot bring you a goal in the whole of this first half. Let's hope for better in the second. 0-0 between FC Tulsa and Birmingham Legion FC.
Today we went to the beach, and it was totally worth it. Stay 3 nights this summer at Best Western and get $50 off a future stay.
Whoa, termites can eat a pound of wood a day. Pound of wood a day.
Pound of wood a day.
What's wrong, Daddy? Daddy? You okay?
Keep termites out of your home and your head with our premium guarantee that covers up to $250,000 in new termite damage. Before panic shows up, Terminix it.
3 ice-cold Jägermeister shots, please. Those look warm.
Serve it cold, don't serve it.
Welcome back into a beautiful evening here in downtown Tulsa. 0-0 between FC Tulsa and Birmingham Legion FC in the round 2 of the Jägermeister Cup. So obviously not much on the boards to look at, but let's have a look at the standings, reminding you, Anna, that it's really, you've got to win the group to be sure of going through. 6 groups, 6 winners, then plus 2 wild cards.
Right, we'll get a look here at Group 1 and 2 so far in the league. And it's just important, you mentioned, Dave, neat structure of this tournament. You still get a point if you get a tie, and then if you end in a tie, it will go into penalty kicks. Group 3 is where FC Tulsa and Birmingham Legion FC sit, as we get a look here at the top of your screen. So FC Tulsa right now, 1 game played, 1 point off of the tie. Birmingham Legion FC with 3 points with their first win, and then Group 4 as well, Dave. So still a lot left to play, but an exciting time for this tournament. And we get a quick look here at Group 5 and 6 as well.
Well, and it just shows you, doesn't it? I know it's only 1 game, but look at Group 6. South Georgia Tormentor FC and FC Naples lead the way over the likes of Miami FC and Tampa Bay Rowdy. So we talked about cup upsets, and, you know, this is something that can happen. As we take a look at some of the scores from around round 2, and you can see there some of the scores. You can see North Carolina have beaten Richmond Kickers by a 1-0. Rhode Island have beaten Pittsburgh by a 1-0. Indy 11, another win for them. That was back on May the 24th. They have 2 wins from 2. And late on, it is Miami. Well, in fact, that is now a final score. Miami 3, FC Naples 2. And Tampa Bay have just scored a late possible winner there against Tormentor 2-1. So those are the scores from the Jägermeister Cup round 2 as we have a look now at our news and notes. And answering the call, Birmingham Legion's Ramil Hamauda and Orange County's Pedro Guiamares and United States under-17 call-ups. And there they are. You can see them there. Congratulations to both of those two young men. And more than a game, the USL United Black Players and Bellevue University awarded the 4th USL Impact Scholarship to Elevate Tampa Bay. They elevate Tampa Bay, building life-changing relationships with urban youth. Anna Bergel, as we always say, this game of football around the world, it's not just about 22 men or women kicking ball around. There's so much more that this game does for everybody in their communities.
Yeah, it's a great avenue. Obviously brings people together. We've talked about, the Greenwood kind of just with the jerseys and all the things happening in and around FC Tulsa, but just across the world, it's really fun to see, and the avenues for pro and just the things that it can do to elevate players. So great to highlight some of those here across the USL Championship. And
well done. Greenville Triumph has signed former USL League Two Defender of the Year Toby Sims to a professional contract. One more break, we'll come back and we'll finish out the Williams halftime show. 0-0 between FC Tulsa and Birmingham Legion FC.
What does it take to safely transport 1/3 of America's natural gas? To meet the ever-growing energy demands of revolutionary technologies? To cleanly, reliably, and affordably power the world? It takes experience. 117 years worth. Experience that helps society move towards brave new horizons in technology and innovation that continues powering the future of our nation and the globe. Experience powers us.
Hi, I'm Bill Knight for Bill Knight Ford, and we're proud to be part of the Tulsa community and Oklahoma's #1 Ford dealer for 16 years, providing you with unmatched sales and ownership experience. We're grateful for the trust and support you've shown us, making our continued growth and success possible. Here's to 16 years of sales leadership and many more to come.
Join us at Bill Knight Ford and BillKnightFord.com, 96th and Memorial, and home of the Knight Advantage.
At Ascension St. John, we're committed to being your first choice for healthcare in Oklahoma. For movement disorders, spine care, and more, our brain and spine specialists lead in coordinating advanced care. Patients choose us for advanced heart care and personalized cancer care. And we also excel in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
Well, tonight's match is brought to you by the presenting sponsor, the Bank of Oklahoma. We go above so you can go beyond. By Ascension St. John, illness and injuries don't wait, neither do we. Ascension St. John is here when you need us. Visit us at ascension.org/St. John. By Bill Knight Ford, home of the Knight Advantage. And by Williams, we make clean energy happen. And it's the Jägermeister Cup round 2. Jägermeister is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the USL Jägermeister Cup. Take a shot at glory and celebrate the magic of this exciting tournament all year long. But please drink responsibly. Well, let's have a look at what happened in the first half. Highlights. And Anna Bergel alongside me. It started pretty well for FC Tulsa.
Yeah, FC Tulsa coming into this game unbeaten in their last 3 matches, so wanting to continue on with that momentum. And they started off the game really strong, set the tone, wanted to get things going in and around the goal. A couple of cards given in the first half. It was really physical, but great matchup. Good turn here from Weber, getting some minutes for FC Tulsa, and then St. Clair, but Delgado Dave, in this first half, he's come up big in a few moments for Birmingham Legion FC. So their defensive performance has kept the scoreline the way it is. And FC Tulsa not able to find the back of the net despite 9 shots in the first half, 2 of those on target, and Delgado had a big first half, Dave.
He certainly did, and remember, it's his first minutes of the season. He's right behind the 38-year-old Matt Van Okel, who has taken all of the minutes so far for Birmingham Legion. Let's have a look and see if we can run some stats. And FC Tulsa, I can tell you, have had over 50% of the possession. And Anna, a lot of times this season, and FC Tulsa, this is not a criticism, they've been successful this season with less than 40% possession sometimes. So it's nice to see them having more of the football tonight.
And they've been able to be productive with that possession throughout this season, which has set themselves up nicely in the Western Conference, but they'll want to do that here tonight, and that's something heading into halftime I'm sure head coach Luke Spencer mentioned to them, because they had moments in and around the 18-yard box where they just weren't able to capitalize, and Birmingham Legion FC, Delgado with his defense in front of them, throwing their bodies in front of shots, breaking up play, crucial interventions in the box, has kept the scoreline the way it is, and they'll want more possession in the attacking third, because they've had some moments where they've settled down, they found a rhythm, but have yet to really challenge Johan Peñaranda and this FC Tulsa defense.
0-0 it is. Let's have a look at the team of the week and some familiar names. Alex Tambakis for New Mexico has been in outstanding form. There he is, Sean Tosh, never lets you down. Lou City's stalwart defender. Cal Jennings can't stop scoring. And on they go. Chris Foster as well for New Mexico. And Ben Pearman, well done to him, the Charleston Battery coach. He gets the coach of the week. Tyler Pasha there for Birmingham Legion is on the bench tonight. And he was on the bench for the team of the week. Congratulations to all of those. And we are looking forward here, Anna, on Greenwood night, to a really good second half. And just to remind everybody, because it is worth reminding everybody, this is cup football. There's got to be a result on the night. No golden goal, no extra time, straight to a penalty shootout.
Yeah, and it just makes the cup play a bit more exciting. You'll end the game with a winner. We talked about the point structure. If you do end in a tie, you will still get a point, which is the case for FC Tulsa in their first match when they did lose in penalty kicks. The team that wins with penalty kicks will walk away with 2 points. Obviously, if you win the game outright, you get 3 points for that win. So really exciting. Both teams will definitely want to get the energy up from the attacking side of things in this second half, Dave, to try to just take all 3 points and walk away here.
And remember, Anna, it's only 4 games, isn't it? I was talking about the World Cup format, which in the last few World Cups, you know, you're in a league of 4. You've got to be in the top 2. This is a league of 6, 4 games. You've got to be winning the group or hoping you can get in one of the 2 wild card places. But this is a big 45 minutes for both of these teams. If FC Tulsa were to lose this game, they really would be up against it to try and get through in the quarterfinals. Birmingham Legion, they've already got 1 win. If they can get a win here tonight, they'd be in the driving seat, or one of the driving seats.
Right, and this has been a competitive tournament. Teams putting their best foot forward, wanting to make sure that they put themselves in a position to be competitive and be in that group winner spot in advance. So it's fun to see how this tournament has grown and just the viewership that it has brought to USL, and it's just fun to see all these teams involved as you see some fans there getting set for this second half.
And the fireworks go off, and away we go with FC Tulsa. Just to remind you, in those through the fire orange shirts, playing from right to left on your screens, up against Birmingham Legion. Ball given away there by Delgado. Now here's Taylor Carrera. Could hit one, does hit one! Just wide of the target. Young goalkeeper got himself in a little bit of a fix here, but Carrera just wide of the target.
Delgado able to exhale there, a mistake trying to clear that ball away, and Carrera almost making him pay for it, but that ball goes just wide.
Delgado made history, Anna. He made his debut for Real Salt Lake City in 2021 at just 15 years old.
Wow.
So, good future. 4 years ago he made that debut. Here's Weber. surrounded by defenders, and the referee, who remind you is Benjamin Meyer, says that will be a free kick. Enzo Martinez is in there complaining. I think Enzo Martinez is telling the referee how to referee the game there, isn't he? There's Lasso with the foul. Lasso saying he played the ball. Just one more look here, Anna. It's an interesting one, that one, isn't it?
I think I would have to agree with Lasso there. I mean, maybe the positioning coming from behind could be the argument there, from a dangerous position in from behind, but both players have an argument.
Enzo Martinez, the captain. Wonderful stalwart, 113 appearances, the 34-year-old for Birmingham Legion, the 4th season with the club. Here's Arthur Rogers trying to dink it in behind the line. There's Kavita to head it away. Damas will chase to try and keep it in and then just belt the ball. Trying to make the terraces up there. Throw in. Harvey Sinclair. Plenty of orange shirts in and around the 6-yard box. Harvey Sinclair wearing 47. Long throw. Headed away by Lasso, who's back there. Now Diallo with the shot. Could have hit a few legs, but it didn't. Went away harmlessly for a goal kick, and it remains 0-0. There were no substitutions at half-time, but you would figure that both teams might well go to their bench in the second half. FC Tulsa have Stojanovic, Andrew Booth, Lucas Storfer, Giordano Coley, Alex Deleu, Stefan Lukic to call on. It's a good ball for Jake Ruth into the box, but that's too easy for Johan Peñaranda, who rolls the ball out. 3 minutes gone in the second half. Webber trying to get the ball away down the left-hand side. Kept in by Owen Darm. No, it isn't, says the assistant, who said the whole of the ball was out. Just see if it is the whole of the ball here that goes over the line. Difficult to tell from that angle, but the assistant made his decision. Throw in. There's Jake Ruth, who's a 29-year-old, 6th season with Birmingham Legion. He's from Huntsville, Alabama. In fact, he's made over 100 appearances for his club, so they've got a lot of experience, Birmingham Legion. They've got some players who've been very loyal to the club. Good experience mixed in with youth here. Remember, Matt Van Okel, 38 years young, on the bench tonight. Sinclair striding down the right-hand side, just has to check his run. Lasso was with him. Rogers. Sinclair again. 4 players waiting in the box. It's chested away well by Santiago Suarez. And then there's a foul by Damas on A.B. Sissoko. Damas just a little bit overzealous here and just clipping the heels, and I think all day long referees are going to give a foul there, Anna.
Right, and this is where Birmingham Legion FC trying to catch FC Tulsa on the break, on the counter, but right call made by the referee.
Ball comes off Taylor Carrera. FC Tulsa on Wednesday with a penalty in each half for either team. 1-1 with San Antonio. Taylor Carrera putting the penalty away for FC Tulsa to level that one up. Serato and Martinez were clashing, and Mr. Meyer says that will be a Lacoste Law yellow card for Serato, who I think, Anna, probably the referee has said that's for several fouls in the first 51 minutes of this game.
Right, only one card given in the first half, and I think you're right, just an accumulation of a few tough challenge.
He's shaking his head. I don't think it was the yellow card for that particular foul. I think it's accumulation, shall we say. There is Martinez, is okay. 52nd minute, 0-0. These two great rivals, as we said, they've had 9 games, 4 wins for FC Tulsa, 3 for Birmingham Legion, 2 draws in a head-to-head series. This is round 2 of the Jägermeister Cup. There has to be a winner on the night. Ruth, again wearing 13 at right back with Darm. FC Tulsa's throw-in. I'm not sure, Anna, that Luke Spencer or Mark Briggs, the two head coaches, will want to change an awful lot in this game at the moment because it's so tight, isn't it?
Right, it's been fun to watch. I mean, tactically it's been pretty even. Clearly FC Tulsa's had more shots, but Birmingham Legion.
Harvey Sinclair onto his left foot, hits the defender, headed back by Calera, but it's going to go looping away for a goal kick.
Birmingham Legion still trying to find their way into this game from an attacking perspective. We get a quick look here at that last replay off the deflection as that cross comes in.
Now there's a foul and it's been given FC Tulsa's way. Let's have a look at this, Anna. It could have gone either way, I think, this one. Well, there's an arm across the face from Lasso. I think that's what the referee's gone with. El Medkar, the unfortunate recipient of the Lasso hand in the face. Lasso, the Colombian, actually did play in the round 1 of the Jägermeister Cup in that penalty shootout. Made 4 appearances for FC Tulsa this season with just 65 minutes. Last season, he had 21 games, a couple of goals and an assist. There's the two-man wall of Damas and Martinez. Here's Rogers with the free kick. This one's a little bit harder towards the back post, and it's over everybody, and it's going to go away for yet another goal kick. And AB Sissoko is sprinting for his life to get back because the canny Enzo Martinez saw a gap there and was sprinting as well up the field, trying to get a quick ball into the front line. Kavita in space. Roof. Damas did really well. Now there's a lunge in, and that's a foul. That was Michael Hatton going forward there. Sissoko just got himself in a little bit of trouble. FC Tulsa under some pressure. Let's look at the replay here, Anna. Definite lunge in then from Sissoko. Who's disappointed, I think, with himself there.
Yeah, just doesn't time that well, coming in from behind. Could argue there, reckless challenge, but didn't see anything from the referee. But free kick opportunity coming up here for Birmingham Legion FC. Good position, really far enough out where could possibly get this up and over the wall for a shot on frame.
Yeah, Sebastian Tregarthen, the only man around the ball. Referee blows the whistle, hits the wall and will spin away. Ball dumped back into the box. It's going to go away. Well, the Bank of Oklahoma, we go above, so you can go beyond. 0-0 the score, 56th minute. Neither team budging here. FC Tulsa had some early chances. As you saw in our half-time stats, they've had more shots on target. And now a free kick again, won by Samuel Makil-Hatton, the 26-year-old Australian. Came to the US after 4 years with Sydney Olympic FC. Of course, Giovanni Coley is on the bench for FC Tulsa. He played for Perth Glory. So, I don't know, Anna, it might be my imagination, but I think there's more players coming in from Australia to the USL this season. Here he is again on the ball. Of course, FC Tulsa's Caleb Sewell as well, with Australian connections. That's a good ball over the top. His Damas could break the deadlock. He goes down. Johan Peñaranda has given away a penalty. Well, I think it'll be very interesting to look at that one again. Let's just have a look at that one again. Johan Peñaranda is incensed with the decision. It isn't going to do him any good. The decision be given. Here's Anna Bergel.
It's a really good ball and good first touch. We'll see if there's any significant contact here. I didn't see anything there, Dave. You can understand the reaction from Johan Peñaranda there.
Well, I think the fact that Peñaranda's not been shown a yellow card might be telling. On another day, I think that's just given us a goal kick. Peñaranda has now got to get himself right for the penalty. Let's see it again, Anna.
It's a great first touch. You see his feet set. I mean, the slightest. I don't really like that call. But like you said, on another day, it's moving quickly. Referee makes the decision there, and Johan Peñaranda step up in goal, trying to make a save here. But an opportunity for Birmingham Legion FC really against the run of play throughout this game.
Damas has picked himself up and will try to slot this home from 12 yards to break the deadlock. Referee blows the whistle. Up comes Damas, stops his run and easily slides it home. And Birmingham Legion have taken the lead in round 2 of the Jägermeister Cup. It is FC Tulsa 0, Birmingham Legion FC 1.
Damas calm there, steps up for his 6th goal of the season. We'll get another look here at the replay. You have to give him credit. Good run in behind, good first touch to set himself up initially, which drew that foul leading to the penalty kick opportunity. Steps up, takes it confidently, and puts Birmingham Legion FC in front here.
Damas's 7th goal of the season. There's Luke Spencer now, who's immediately, Anna, going to make a double substitution here. I'm wondering whether the referee's going to allow this before the kickoff. No, away FC Tulsa go, but they're going to make a double substitution, which we'll tell you about in just a moment. So, now it's a straight Lacoste Law yellow card there for Tabor Itaka, the number 10. And FC Tulsa, I think it might have been Serato there, who may have got a bang to the head. As we come up to the hour mark. I think, to be fair, I don't think it's go for the ball, but unfortunately the referee's got to give a free kick.
No, I would agree. Both players with pace. It was tough to see there initially. You're looking for the eyes to see, are they both looking at the ball? And it's just an unfortunate collision there. Both coming in with pace. You see the sportsmanship there from Itaka.
Yeah, I think Itaka's done well there. I don't think that is, as I said, malicious at all. This game has been a good game. There's been a few fouls, but Mr. Meyer there going straight to the book. You can understand why the referees produced the yellow card as well. There's Luke Spencer. Wants to make this double substitution. And off will come Taylor Carrera. So we're going to see Stefan Lukic coming on. Carrera did get that side strain, so he comes off. And on will come Giordano Coley for Serato, who probably was a little bit shaken up by that last challenge. So Calleros worked hard, so it's down to the Australian here in your picture to pull the strings in the midfield with Boubacar Diallo and get FC Tulsa back on level terms. Arthur Rogers has joined the front line. Here's the ball into the box. Lasso heads it away. That's going to spin away. Pierre does well. Headed back in field. Flick down and in! FC Tulsa have got an immediate reply. The fireworks go off. And it's all level here at One Oak Field after some really good work from FC Tulsa. FC Tulsa 1, Birmingham Legion FC 1.
Quick response from FC Tulsa, and the home fans are absolutely loving it. We'll get a quick look here at the replay. Great job to keep this ball alive, headed across the face of goal, and just a brave effort from FC Tulsa here to step in front, Dave.
Yeah, it's El Medkar who scored in this end of the field in the last home game against El Paso, and he gets another goal. And it's 1-1. Free kick now, Kavita. It's all livened up here at One Oak Field. We really hope you're enjoying this one here in Tulsa on My41 and also on ESPN+. Round 2 of the Jägermeister Cup. Cup football alive at One Oak Field.
And you see it time and time again, Dave, where teams, right after they score, they're their most vulnerable, have to stay switched on defensively. Those next 5 minutes, so crucial, and FC Tulsa taking advantage, doing a great job, really making the most of their opportunity there in the 18-yard box, keeping that play alive. Great effort. And El Medkar, we talked about him coming into this game, Dave, on how impactful he's been off the bench, gets the start tonight. Great job from him to level things up here.
His second of the season. I already told you about his first. It was the last time we were here at One Oak Field. So he scored both of his goals in the month of May. What a game this is now. You'd be a brave person to predict the outcome of this one. Remember, if it's level at 90 minutes, straight to a penalty shootout. These two have never had a 0-0 draw. They always produce goals. 64 minutes. The goals were 3 minutes apart. Dama scoring on the 59th. El Medkar on the 62nd. Enzo Martinez still in his own half. Owen Darm will cut that one out for FC Tulsa. On Greenwood night here, a special night in this downtown Tulsa One Oak Field in the heart of the Greenwood district. And it is FC Tulsa with their through the fire shirts who've equalled this one up. Owen Darm again adjudged to run out of field. Tulsa Spine and Rehab, a team of specialists in one place delivering lasting pain relief. 65 minutes have gone by in round 2 of the Jägermeister Cup. We said it in the build-up, Anna, that FC Tulsa really, it is, I want to say almost, or do I just say it's a must-win game?
I think you go ahead and say it, because the way that this tournament is structured, as we mentioned throughout the evening, FC Tulsa walking away with 1 point in their first game, so really needing to get some points out of this game to stay in the race as a group winner or wild card.
Now they come again to FC Tulsa. On their car. Coley's in the thick of things there, but he was tackled well by his compatriot there. And then Peñaranda has to make a save. Don't want to go on about decisions, but you did feel a bit sorry for Johan Peñaranda, and he will be mightily relieved that El Medcar has equaled the game up.
Yeah, and it's just one of those plays where Damas, it's easy to point fingers, and you know you have to credit the run in behind, the ball over the top. He created that opportunity, and it's tough when you're a referee in that position. It's moving very quickly. We've seen that time and time again where if you have that next touch away from the goalkeeper and there's contact, it's always going to be a penalty kick. So it's a tough call, but when you see it in slow motion, it's easy for us to say there might not have been a lot of contact there, and that's what Peñaranda felt. Nonetheless, the call was made, but credit this FC Tulsa team after the goal coming back and wanting more here, Dave.
Here's El Medcar, Jamie Webber. Webber almost gets it back to Dom. FC Tulsa have kept it alive, and then it's been given away. And now Tregarthen, Itaka. Danger here for FC Tulsa. Sissoko blocked, and now there's a shot at a goal. Well, would you believe it? Birmingham Legion have got their second on the night. And they lead again in this cup tie, which refuses to lie down. It's FC Tulsa 1, Birmingham Legion FC 2.
Great piece of play here, really just taking the sting out of this game. FC Tulsa with the initial block there, but just keeping the play alive. Great piece of play here, that shot near post with authority and pace behind it, beating Peñaranda near post.
And that man in shot, Sebastian Tregarthen, has made it 2-1. Well, all the goals in a space of, 9 minutes. And you still feel, Anna, as FC Tulsa make another substitution and Alex DeLue comes on, that there's more goals possibly in this one.
The energy in these last few minutes from both teams, you've started to see more of a sense of urgency as the game has continued to develop. And you have to say mentally switched on in these moments. We've seen it. I mean, the defense from FC Tulsa in that last piece of play, make the initial block, then they kind of just sat there, and the effort, that extra effort from Tregarthen, able to get in behind and take advantage, and credit to them, able to do so in that moment and puts them ahead here. We'll see some changes, but the game's really opened up these last few minutes, and after a flurry of goals, Birmingham Legion FC finds themselves back in front here. About 20 minutes or so left in regulation.
Yeah, and there's Tabor Itaku's coming off. Tregarthen scores the goal, and then he gets substituted. Enzo Martinez comes off as well. On comes Danny Trejo. So a triple substitution for Birmingham Legion. Tyler Pash has come on as well. Good players to bring on at this stage of the proceedings. (2-1), and you wouldn't bet against more goals. Here's Owen Dahm trying to launch a throw into the box. We come up to the 70-minute mark. Then he goes short to DeLue. Dahm, what a ball into the box! Oh, that's just wide! I think the last touch was, to be fair, Arthur Rogers. De Lens Pierre wants a corner. What a ball in from Owen Dahm.
We've seen Owen Dahm do that before, and just the pace behind it in a really dangerous area, forcing Delgado to stay where he is. FC Tulsa just trying to find any type of deflection to get that on frame. See the reaction, great opportunity there to find a quick equalizer again.
Delgado, who's been beaten once, but his side still leading by 2-1 in round 2 of the Jägermeister Cup. Well, the USL Championship and League One are on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Galazo Network and ESPN Plus. Go to USLChampionship.com or USLLeague1.com for the complete USL TV listings. Well, both coaches have made sweet shot substitutions in this game. Mark Briggs a triple. FC Tulsa made a double and then a single. Damas, who scored the penalty in the 59th minute. Goals tied at 59, 62 and 68. Delence Pierre whacks the ball forward. It's up to El Medkar and Delou and Lukic. Well, Arthur Rogers did really well there. Almost got himself in a bit of a tangle, but he does well. Weber runs into some trouble. Tackles flying in the midfield as both these teams try to get their foot on the ball. Jake Ruth. Officially, the subs that came on were Torres, Trejo and Pasha. Lasso slips as he plays the ball wide to Pasha. Torres. Pasha again. Experienced man to bring on. Did score a brace in Birmingham in a game with FC Tulsa. Two very fine goals in that game. These two, as I said, always produce goals, and we've seen 3. And as I said, who would bet against any more? 73 minutes of tick by. AB Sissoko, by the way, was the player taken off for FC Tulsa. Here's Delou, skipping inside one challenge. Good ball here to Coley. Weber. Did that hit a hand, play on, and Lukic was there trying to get a call, didn't get it. Lukic will come away with the ball here now. Lukic will fire one, and it wasn't that far away. He's got his head in his hands. Keeper Delgado, calmest man in the stadium, but Lukic hit one there, Anna.
You saw he picked his spot and just said, why not from distance. It's tough to see from that angle just how close it was, but definitely got a hold of it. Something to give Delgado a bit of pause there. Long distance range effort.
Well, they're still banging that drum because they still believe here that FC Tulsa can get back in this one on level terms. Remember, if it is a draw, it will go to penalties. Here's Delou trying to do that for the home side, FC Tulsa. Delou will win a corner. Good run from Delou, who's done well since coming on, wearing 21. Corner's going to be taken by Jamie Webber. You have to say, to take off Sissoko, as we look at the corner, Anna, if you look at the attacking players now that Luke Spencer's put on, it is extremely attacking for FC Tulsa.
Really, and it's made a big difference here with the energy. Great opportunity coming up to try to capitalize here.
Katrina Freshback's corner, near post. Damas is there with the header and does really well, and then has his shirt pulled. And the referee, Mr. Meyer, saying that he couldn't give an advantage there. I think Delou might be a little bit lucky that he does not get a yellow card there, but it was good play from Damas here, Anna.
I'm a bit surprised as well the referee doesn't go to the book. This is a smart foul in my opinion. Birmingham Legion FC on the break, trying to take advantage of FC Tulsa out of position, slowing the game down here, allowing players to get back on defense.
You wouldn't have pulled someone's shirt like that when you were playing, come on.
Of course not.
Here's the ball now with Birmingham Legion, wide on the right-hand side. A third, you feel, could well win the game of football. It's gone away though for a goal kick here. Well, Jägermeister is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the USL Jägermeister Cup. Take a shot at glory and celebrate the magic of this exciting tournament all year long. As we always say, please drink responsibly. Crowd believe. FC Tulsa, as we said, have really got 5 attackers on the field. They've taken off AB Sissoko, who's a defender. We're almost playing 2 at the back, if you like. Owen Dahm wide on that left-hand side. Sinclair still wide on the right. Coley's replaced Serato in the middle. Lukic tries to get that ball down to Weber. Deleu, El Medkar, and now FC Tulsa will bring on Andrew Booth and Lucas Stoifer. Off goes Harvey Sinclair. Stoifer will come on as a wing-back. Andrew Booth slots into the middle of midfield. Good to see him back. He's had a lot of injuries as the Jamaican. Signed in July last year. Actually made his first minutes of the season, would you believe, Anna Bogle, last Wednesday in San Antonio. So good to see him back. He's a good player and fits in very well at FC Tulsa.
Yeah, FC Tulsa will be pleased to have him back on the field, just trying to build that confidence again. You mentioned some of the injuries, so good for him to get some minutes in, but a lot of changes in this second half. But the new energy from this FC Tulsa team, a result of some of those. We get a look here at the replay. Foul called by the referee there. And a dangerous position again for this free kick. The line stopping at the 18-yard box. A lot of space in behind to run into.
Coley with it. The former Perth Glory man in the A-League in Australia holds the left arm aloft. They all run into the box. It hits the one-man wall, would you believe, of Damas. And now Birmingham Legion look to break. They've won it back with Owen Dahm. Lukic. Andrew Booth gets his first touch. Here's Weber. Weber will hit one. Struck it well, but it was a good few yards over the bar. Well, Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the Academy to the big leagues, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select product specials and more. Select, the player's choice. "11 minutes left as the Legion make another substitution. Crowd increasing in volume. 2-1 the score. Round 2 of the Jägermeister Cup. Here's Deleu, wide on the left-hand side, up against Jake Roof. Tries to go the long way around, tries to nutmeg Roof, and then Torres is back there to make the challenge. eFootball is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favourite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. FC Tulsa comes striding forward again. Deleu has to check his run. Dahm. Rogers, who's now wearing the captain's armband, manages to get it out wide to Stoifer. El Medkar, scorer of the first goal. Good ball into the box. Kavita, stooping header. Weber, and wide from Lukic. That was a chance, Anna.
That's one you definitely wish you had back there. Great idea and awareness to lay that ball off. The simple fundamental of play the way you're facing, kind of gets caught in awkward position, thinks about it, lays it off, and that's just one that you have to hit on target from that range. An opportunity missed there for FC Tulsa.
9 minutes left. FC Tulsa with Dom winning it again. Head down from Lukic. Storfer. Player goes down. It was DeLu in the box. Nothing doing. Oh, it's just wide from Lukic. Agonizingly wide. Referee said there was a touch. It will be a Katrina Freshmack's corner, but Anna Bergel, how close can FC Tulsa get without scoring?
The delivery in the box, great job to pull that away from the goalkeeper from Weber. Picks it out, the redirection, and just the slightest of touches pushes it wide. And FC Tulsa with a few golden opportunities in these last couple minutes, not able to capitalize on those, but an opportunity here upcoming on this corner kick, and the crowd is behind them.
Coley with it. It was Santiago Suarez who almost put it in the back of his own net, but deflected it away. Coley then with the Katrina Freshmack's corner from the right-hand side. Here it is, towards the penalty spot. Booth's there, heads it down. There's the shot. Through a bunch of legs, and then in the end it's going to come off El Medcar, and it's going to be a goal kick. As we tell you, as the world demands low-cost, low-carbon energy, Williams will be there with the best transport, storage and delivery solutions. Williams, we make clean energy happen. What a game of football this has really turned into. No goals in the first half. 3 goals in a 9-minute span. Jägermeister Cup, round 2. Cup football at its best. Another whistle from Mr. Mayer, the referee. Delence Pierre with the free kick for FC Tulsa. There are 6 minutes left. Arthur Rogers. Andrew Booth. Storfer. FC Tulsa still playing competent football. Storfer just runs in to Akil Hatton. Well, the crowd are really behind FC Tulsa here, willing them to get an equaliser. The header away from Jake Ruth. I don't think, Anna, Luke Spencer could put any more attacking players on the field, can he?
No, he's done everything he can to put FC Tulsa in position with the personnel on the field, and we've seen it. They've brought the energy, they've created more chances in this second half, but have just been inches shy, and a breakaway here.
Yeah, Tyler Pasha, dangerous man to bring on. Could he make it 3? He's fashioned out an opportunity and he's put it just wide. Well, Tyler Pasha is a class act, and he really ran at the defence there and just put it wide. As Birmingham Legion make another substitution. Well, Tammy Haruki is coming on for another Sweet Shots substitution. And there's a player down, and we mustn't forget, Anna, we talked about the wonderful game of football, and we wanted to tell you that throughout May, pro officials are once again supporting Huntington's Disease Society of America's drive to increase awareness of the fight against the disease. They'll be wearing blue wristbands to honour former referee Terry Vaughan. Terry in his refereeing career was one that took him to many places, meeting many people, a representative of US soccer from 87 to 2012. He was a friend, a mentor, and referees to thousands of people in the game. And Terry learned he had the gene that causes Huntington's disease when he was 30, but never let his fight with Huntington's disease prevent him from achieving his goal to be one of the top officials in the United States. Again, I say, well done to everybody concerned, to those pro officials and to the leagues, to stand against that horrible disease and to remember Terry. Free kick. Time running out. 3 minutes of the 90 to go. Well, can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XMFC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights. Plus hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League and more, all on Sirius XMFC 157 and the new Sirius XM app. Here's Pasha again, driving one wide of the target. Well, Anna Bergel, you know my line. We've seen drama before late on at One Oak Field. FC Tulsa just need one chance, clear cut on goal here, to force this to a penalty shootout, you would have thought.
And I feel like there's definitely going to be one of those moments for either team. Birmingham Legion FC's had a couple where they could seal this game, but FC Tulsa, with the energy that these substitutions have brought here in the second half, likely find a way to have one more opportunity on goal.
Darm. Oh, that's a good ball to Jamie Webber, who's onside. Decent cross needed. Webber onto his right foot, clips it to the far post, headed down and away by Lasso. Well, it was Stauffer with a header across goal, but it just didn't find an FC Tulsa player.
Great build-up again from FC Tulsa on the left side. The run in behind. Weber stays onside, collects himself, picks out that far post run from Stauffer.
Here's the long throw, launched into the box, headed down by Suarez, back into the box, headed away by Ruth. Coley. There's a ball flicked on by Rogers and over. FC Tulsa are knocking on the door late on here, but Birmingham Legion still with the lead, 2-1. What a game of football this is. Here's the replay with Anna Bergel.
Weber's had a few good moments in this second half. Great ball in. You see Rogers has his back to goal, just trying to find a deflection back on frame and force Delgado to make a save. But Birmingham Legion FC able to weather that storm, and a minute or so away from possibly taking all 3 points here at One Oak Field.
You just feel the drama's not over yet. Well, Birmingham Legion, if they were to come away with their second Jaeger Cup win, they'll certainly be pushing that top spot with Indy 11, who also have 2 wins. FC Tulsa would really have to rely on their remaining games. We're going to have 5 minutes of Tulsa Tech stoppage time. Here's Owen Darm. Shot. Hits Lasso. And now away come Birmingham Legion, but Rogers read that really well. Rogers scoops it out to the right-hand side. Stauffer onto his left foot, the 30-year-old, into the box. Webber's there, can't get it from under his feet. They've won it back. Stauffer's won it back and won a throw-in for FC Tulsa late on here. Tulsa Tech stoppage time. Well, El Hassan Toure did do a second goal for FC Tulsa in round 1 to force it to a 2-2 draw, which went to penalties with 1 Knoxville in round 1. Here's the ball into the box. It's flicked to the far post, and it's going to run away for a Katrina Freshmax corner.
FC Tulsa with what looked like almost a quick short corner, but Weber has had some dangerous deliveries. We'll need another one here.
FC Tulsa have only got Storfer back now. Everybody else in an orange shirt in and around the 6-yard box. The referee will just have a word with Kavita. There's always one chat from the referee about people holding their ground on Veli. There's Weber with the Katrina Freshmax corner. Right-footed, good ball into the near post. Where's he going to fall? It hits the defender. And again there's a shot blocked. Delu's shot was blocked. Throw into FC Tulsa. 3 minutes left. Ball driven into the box again. That's over everybody. That's going to go away for a goal kick. And precious time will come off the clock. And precious time if you are a Birmingham Legion player and Van. Here's the 2 shots blocked, Anna.
Great effort defensively for Birmingham Legion FC. I think that was Temi Ireku. Great job to come in, sliding challenge, and block that second shot. Birmingham Legion FC has just put their bodies on the line here to try to preserve this lead.
And to be fair, they've done it from minute 1. Remember, in the first few minutes, FC Tulsa had a couple of good chances. Then Delgado, making his debut for the season, made a couple of good saves. Ball at the wrong end of the field if you're an FC Tulsa fan. Birmingham Legion fans hoping they can make it 2 from 2 in the Jägermeister Cup, round 2. A separate competition completely from the USL Championship League, of course. FC Tulsa with Lukic, Storfer clips it back, there's the miss hit. Going to fall to Weber, Owen down with the miss hit. Andrew Booth with a shot, hits the defender and goes across goal. Jake Ruth with the left foot.
Those are those moments when you have them have to take advantage. Owen Dahm, but another ball potentially will get played in here off the wing. Birmingham Legion FC not out of the woods yet.
Rogers straight in to the grateful gloves of Fernando Delgado. The referee just tells him to keep it going. Just over a minute to go. Birmingham Legion leading by 2 goals to 1. Just a reminder, all 3 goals in the space of 9 second half minutes. Damas with the penalty on the 59. El Medkar equalled it up 3 minutes later. And then Tregarthen with his last kick before being substituted made it 2-1 in the 68th minute. Throw into FC Tulsa. Is there one last chance for FC Tulsa? A clear-cut opportunity. Delu scurrying down the left-hand side. Kavita is there. Back to Ruth. Both of those good, experienced defenders. And now there's a foul by Dylan Spier, and that's what you don't want if you're chasing the game. And Birmingham Legion, as is their want here, Anna, will take some time out of this game and look to professionally get over the line here.
Some game management here late in this one, as you mentioned, just trying to slow things down, wanting to break up play from FC Tulsa. The stop go plays in their favor late in this game, as Birmingham Legion will now just try to go to the corner.
And the referee says enough is enough, and round 2 of the Jägermeister Cup here at One Up Field goes to the away side, Birmingham Legion, who edged this one by 2 goals to 1. And FC Tulsa did throw everything, Anna Bergel.
The opportunities in this game were not lacking at all. FC Tulsa with some late chances to find that equalizer, but credit Birmingham Legion FC coming into One Oak Field, getting their first away win against Miami FC, and now their second of the collective season against FC Tulsa here, setting themselves up nicely in this Jägermeister Cup with 2 wins so far, and FC Tulsa falling here puts themselves in a tough position to fight their way back.
I think you have to credit Birmingham Legion who come out with a win. It was gritty at times. It was not pretty at times, but they held in, especially in that first half when FC Tulsa just had more of the possession. And credit the young goalkeeper, Anna, early on in this game, he keeps it at 0-0, doesn't he?
He does, and those are big moments that can really shift momentum in those games. And we saw in the first half and again in the second half, especially late, just that extra effort, that extra dive, that extra lunge from Birmingham Legion FC's defense to really limit FC Tulsa's shots on goal. And that was the difference. It was that extra effort, the grit coming from that defense late in this game to see this game through, and FC Tulsa just not able to fight their way back after a really exciting second half between these two teams.
Nice to see Messrs. Briggs and Spencer, the two head coaches, with a warm embrace at the end of the game. Lots of the players, of course, know each other. Let's have a look at some stats and highlights before we take you to break. Let's have a look at the stats, Anna, and see if much changed in the way of shots on target, possession. And I guess the answer to that is yes, Birmingham Legion have more shots on target.
Birmingham Legion FC, completely different team in the second half from an offensive perspective. 8 shots, 3 of those on target. They were productive in front of goal in the second half. Obviously the penalty kick stepped up, taken that, well taken, and then finding the second goal again, back and forth, but FC Tulsa just not able to find the equalizer. But 22 shots, Dave. They were in and around the 18-yard box all throughout the evening, but 4 of those on target, and they just weren't able to be as efficient in front of goal as they would have liked to. That was a point of emphasis coming into this game from Luke Spencer, and something that they'll have to take back to the drawing board as they get back into USL Championship regular season play.
Yeah, it was 0-0 at half-time. We saw 3 very fine goals, and there were 6 corners, Anna, for FC Tulsa. So they really did take the game to Birmingham Legion, especially in that second half late on when they were chasing the game.
They had opportunities. There were some players that, like to have those back. There was a great opportunity at the top of the box from Weber, Owen Dom, and those are great players that it just didn't happen for them late in this game, but something that they'll have to take back to training and quickly turn around and try to get back in the win column.
Tell you what, Anna, let's have a look at the highlights of the game now and see how it all unfolded. And it certainly came to life in that second half. And FC Tulsa in the first half here with Jamie Webber's cross, and this was a good block by the young goalkeeper.
And that was the story we alluded to, Delgado really stepping up his first minutes. The start, he did a great job stepping in for Van Oekel, and FC Tulsa just not able to take advantage of those moments. And that's the difference maker. When you're in front of goal, have to be clinical. The game was physical, nothing too malicious, really fun matchup. This was the penalty kick. This was kind of a controversial call here. Wondering if there was any contact there. Peñaranda didn't think so, but well taken ultimately to get that first goal. And then this was an outstanding effort from FC Tulsa to keep this ball alive. And El Medkar, again, just fighting his way in front, able to get that goal. And then this was the ultimate game winner. Near post goal from Tregarthen is the difference maker. And Birmingham Legion FC walks away with all 3 points here in the Jägermeister Cup.
Yeah, just to repeat as well, those 3 goals coming in the space of 9 second half minutes. We hope to speak to Coach Luke Spencer for FC Tulsa, who win, lose or draw will always speak to us. We're just getting that set up now. But Anna, just coming back to the competition, I mean, it was an exciting game, and if all the Jägermeister Cup games are like that, we've got a great competition on our hands, haven't we?
Definitely. We've talked about, some of the upsets and the Cinderella story opportunities, and just all around USL Championship and USL One, and FC Tulsa not able to get the job done tonight, but Birmingham Legion FC just trying to kind of find their rhythm and able to get that first away win, as we mentioned, against Miami FC, and then follow it up again on the road here at One Oak Field. So really great job from them here, able to get the 3 points as they'll try to propel themselves again and continue that momentum in USL regular season play as well.
And win, lose or draw, FC Tulsa players will always shake their hands, high fives, autographs, everything, hugs there. You can see some of the fans know the players pretty well here And I'm delighted to say that joining us now live on the broadcast is the head coach for FC Tulsa, and that is Luke Spencer, as Luke joins us now. Luke, commiserations for the loss tonight. What was your overall thoughts on the whole 90 minutes?
Yeah, I thought, especially in the first half, we were dominant for a large portion of that. Have to get more out of the game when we dominated the way that we did, especially in the start of the game. So we need to finish our chances, be more clinical in the final third, whether that be executing the final pass, the finish. It's definitely something we need to work on, looking at the past two games. And then in the second half, I thought we started off well again in the attacking half, and one ball in behind. Need to deal with better, obviously. So disappointed we conceded in the way that we did, and then to concede the second goal after we equalized was disappointing as well. But I can't fault the guys' effort. All the players gave everything they had, and sometimes it works out this way. But the effort was there, playing the game in the attacking half. Press was good. We were together. Just lacked that final touch in front of goal.
Hey, Coach, not the result you wanted, obviously, but you touched on it there, some of the positives. In the second half, you brought on some substitutions and made some changes. Talk about what you liked from those players that came on and made a good impact.
Yeah, I think there was urgency, to go and push for more, to be more aggressive in the attacking half, making runs in behind, getting numbers into the box, but more so just the desire to push for more. And so, like I said, I can't fault the group for their effort. I thought the effort was there tonight.
Luke, finally, cup match today. Obviously, you've gone down by 2-1, and now you prepare straight away for a long trip to Sacramento Republic next Saturday. The next game is always the next one to concentrate on, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And so that's got to be the mentality. We'll rest and recover after a taxing week, and then we'll get back to work in training.
Luke Spencer, thank you so much. Again, we'll let you get down to the locker room with the players. Thanks for joining us as always, Luke.
Thanks, guys.
That's head coach Luke Spencer there. Very honest, Anna, in his appraisal. We'll take one more break. We'll come back and we'll wrap this one up. It finished FC Tulsa 1, Birmingham Legion FC 2.
What does it take to safely transport 1/3 of America's natural gas? To meet the ever-growing energy demands of revolutionary technologies? To cleanly, reliably, and affordably power the world? It takes experience. 117 years worth. Experience that helps society move towards brave new horizons in technology and innovation that continues powering the future of our nation and the globe. Experience powers us.
Hi, I'm Ryan Knight for Bill Knight Mitsubishi. Tax season is here, and we want to help you do more with your money by offering incredible savings.
Like the new 2024 Outlander SE, starting at $29,769 or $399 a month. And every new Mitsubishi comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty.
Come by today and experience a level of customer service built on honesty, trust, and a genuine commitment to you. That's Bill Knight Mitsubishi and BillKnightMitsubishi.com.
At Ascension St. John, we're committed to being your first choice for healthcare in Oklahoma. For movement disorders, spine care, and more, our brain and spine specialists lead in coordinating advanced care. Patients choose us for advanced heart care and personalized cancer care. And we also excel in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
Welcome back into One Oak Field for the last time tonight. It's been a beautiful night weather-wise as you take a look at downtown Tulsa late on a Saturday evening. FC Tulsa 1, Birmingham Legion FC 2. Anna, we've just said it to Luke Spencer there. The next game is always round the corner, and it's a trip to Sacramento Republic FC.
Yeah, it's always tough to go there and get a result and then come back home. Phoenix Rising FC, but we talk about this league, no easy game, and FC Tulsa will want to quickly get back in the win column. as they'll have another game against Chattanooga Red Wolves SC, then go on the road again to Miami FC, coming back home, Las Vegas Lights FC. So lots to look forward to, and Luke Spencer mentioned it. Just have to focus on the next one.
Yep, and that Chattanooga Red Wolves Soccer Club game, of course, the third round of the Jägermeister Cup. Let's have a look at Birmingham Legion and their schedule. Well, Indy 11 at home, then they go to Lou City, Sacramento Republic at home, and Oakland Roots at home. So lots of home games for them to look forward to in June. And then that Indy 11 game, the third round of the Jägermeister Cup. And that will be two teams that have won their first two games, remember, in this group, which of course includes FC Tulsa. Well, it's been an exciting night. We thank you so much for joining us here at Anna Bergel, and the sounds for this Jägermeister Cup, which produced drama in the space of 9 second half minutes. FC Tulsa came back, they equaled it up, but alas, it was Birmingham Legion who came away with the points. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time. It finished FC Tulsa 1, Birmingham Legion 2.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.
Anna, and good defending.
You're exactly right. If El